So back in the day, before the internet, this is how you would actually buy custom knives. A dealer would send out a typed up price list, and you would get scanned images of high-end custom knives. Digital cameras back in the day were just crap, but people discovered that some of the flatbed scanners at the time had enough depth of field that if you laid your knives down and then put a white background over them and hit the scan button, you could actually get very, very decent images of the knives. And that's what you drooled over. That's what you bought. And there's some absolute grails in here. One of them I happen to notice I actually pretty much have, though. This Viper here, this looks like it's probably got elephant handles because I don't see a whole lot of coloring in there. But Damascus blade, Damascus bolsters. This one actually has longer Damascus bolsters now that I look at it. Absolute grail. I still can't believe I own this thing. This price list, I believe, is from the mid-90s. And you can see it was not quite the most expensive knife back in the mid-90s when this was printed. The other one is that Ralph Dewey Harris double action OTF. Ralph Dewey Harris was the first guy, I believe, to do high-end custom DA OTFs. And of course, Butch came out with these Vipers and absolutely blew everybody away. Your lock mechanism for the blade is this tab up in the front that locks up against the front bolster here. You push that in, and then you can start the blade closed, pull it closed with the charging handle. These have a short throw kick spring, but it's very stiff. If you ever get your hands on one of these, you want to make sure and pull the charging handle straight back because it is relatively thin. They do have a safety built in. This little nub in front of the trigger is the safety. You have to push that forward. And once you push that forward, you can push in on the trigger and fire the blade. Really, really amazing pieces. These things come out with feeling. There's also so much other cool stuff in here. I flipped through some of the custom stuff, but you've got some crazy Microtech deals here. You've got a mini UDT with titanium handles, $175. Just absolute fire. I would buy almost every knife in here, given the chance. Ooh. This is a really sweet Tommy Ware piece. This is a backlock release auto, but I have one of his bolster release autos with almost the exact same profile. That Ralph Dewey Harris. Oh, man. There's that. Look at that little titanium UDT. I don't even want to think about what one of those would go for nowadays. That's I think that's a Charlie Ox. Let's see, 30. Just says baby seal. Huh. That was, where's that at? $125. Crazy. SOF patterns from the early 90s, early Benchmades, Bogazuski Spike, some more Benchmades. I would definitely take a CFO for $400. I would take two, thank you. You got the coin whistle that I showed on Tuesday, $350 back in the mid-90s. Some cool old antique switches that they had in stock at the time. And yeah, you would actually fill out an order form. Wow, next day, UPS, $17. Fill out an order form, send it in with a cashier's check or money order, and you would wait. You probably wouldn't even get a tracking number unless something happened and it didn't show up in the 3 to 4 weeks that you expected it to take. And then you might give them a call and actually talk to somebody. Yeah, really, really cool history. This is such a time capsule. And man, I can't believe I have one of these grails. Just such an amazing piece. I think those are stainless Damascus bolsters. In which case, that would be a really, really early stainless Damascus. Probably, well, I mean, that had to be Devin Thomas back then. So yeah, little throwback action with this glorious Viper. Definitely one of the grail pieces of my collection. 1,000,000% not for sale. I still can't believe these were $2,000 back in the mid-90s. That is wild. I would not sell this for 2 or 3 times the price right now. Could not pry this out of my fingers. So there you go. Really cool time capsule stuff for Throwback Thursday.